Diva
That is
recap
the
us. I don't
goal.
remember what happened. I was in it. I had full
No, I think
control, and it was a fever dream. So, and that's gonna be back to that. I have emotionally and mentally beaten you down to exhaustion, and now I indulge in coffee, and will probably voice maybe most of the characters again. I'm not really sure, and it's just gonna be bad. It's just gonna be bad for you. But do tell.
Well, I think he pretty much got it. That I think we're just starting the trial, right?
Yeah, correct. We did investigation.
So that'll
Now
be
trial.
fun. We'll see him on the opposite side, on the left instead of the right.
It's all been leading to this.
Yep, the things he does for Phoenix. I think I genuinely still don't know where this is gonna go because I can't, like, she's lied so many times. I can't tell if she's being genuine now or not. So we got like a whole backstory with her being from a rich family and her sister died and all that. So I don't know if she's like really come to regret it or if she's just trying to pander for that not guilty verdict. So
Well, as Edgeworth said, she is a woman, and therefore guilty and lying.
I think I remember him straight up saying like he can tell that she's not. He can tell that she didn't do it, but he can also tell there's more like that she's not saying.
Yeah, she's
So like
leaving out some key info.
yeah, so I'm curious if we're gonna have like another instance like with Maya's trial where we actually want her to be found guilty, but we're kind of forced into it or not, because I feel like that was more of a special occasion. Like I feel like the game wouldn't try to do that with a situation like this where we like have already dealt with her being guilty before
Twice. Which is to say,
yeah,
she will do it again.
There times the charm.
Yeah. What is it? Only 2 times are needed to provide the trend, right? Or whatever that thing was from Danganronpa.
Yeah, to establish something that's beyond coincidence. I don't know.
It is something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the finale of the trilogy, so should do something. I mean, I guess Phoenix. I guess
Wow.
Edgeworth doing the defending is the thing. But anyway, it was fine. We'll get into it afterward where I can go, this was shit, and here's why. Or something.
I don't think it really hit me that this is the end of the trilogy until now. So, this is gonna be the end of my initial part of my childhood.
So this was the gateway drug to Dean and Sam.
Oh God, I don't think so. I don't say that, game. I don't think it is, but it is interesting. This is no. I don't think. I think
You
there's no
sound like someone
correlation.
who's huffing some copium right now, Diva. Is it? No, I can't. I don't.
Copium?
Have you not heard that meme yet?
No.
Yeah, copium. It's a.
I think I have heard it, but like it's not.
It's the
I've not
new
seen it as a
poggers.
meme. I don't think I've seen like maybe like a bad meme of it, but I'm definitely like not in like for me to know it was a meme. I think it was just more of like a funny haha thing that I got. God, it's the more cultured way of saying the Nile ain't just a river in Egypt.
It's the modern version of that, yes.
Well, let me stay in denial. Sorry, you're not streaming.
Oh,
Or you're streaming.
That's
and
on
I'm just
me.
not.
No, that's I
Okay.
didn't. I started the recording thing, but I didn't give it to you. Let me do that. Alright, you got it now?
Yes.
Oh, my Ada. Mr. Larice feels that way about me, but I'm a nun. That's so lewd. Oh, don't act like you're not a whore. Apparently isn't aware of your secret at all. Your real secret. Oh, right, he blackmailed her.
Oh, yeah.
And then, or he didn't mean to blackmail her, but he's just a fucking idiot. Salutation
Yeah.
here. Dumbass.
That was funny. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry, I'm just a girl. No, you're not. You're a heathen and a thought. I'm hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. You literally dated Phoenix for like 6 months just to get the fucking poison thing back. She's so full of it. I don't trust her for a second. Females. Am I right, boys? Anyway. Now you're full of shit. Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident. Mark my words, I'll drag it out of him. I've always wanted to beat Harry senseless. Does that mean... Is Mr. Larice the witness today? No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini. She claims to have seen the very instant which you carried out the crime. Interesting how everyone is so ready to throw you under the bus. It's almost like you're a bitch. Gee, I feel real confident with you as my lawyer. I just want to ask you one last time. Did you or did you not try something with Phoenix? I mean, it really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dioxnum, correct? Alright, I'm out. You know what, Phoenix, I'm sorry, I tried, but this is just... She did it. She did it. No, it's correct. It wasn't me. Very well then. Mr. Edgeworth? What? I'm trying to drink my coffee. Oh, just like the dough. Don't say his name! Yes, what?
At first I couldn't hear what you were saying. Like, all I heard was, just like, and then you said, don't say his name. I was like, who the fuck is he talking? Oh. Got it.
Thank you. I need the reassurance of my terrible self-made ad-libs here. You're a prosecutor.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed. Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements. I see. Iris. It's the prosecutor's job to doubt people, so you have to forgive me for calling you a bitch and a whore in thought. I'm legally exempt, because it's my job. I don't think that's how that works. But right now, I am a
You can say it.
Attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end, even if they themselves don't necessarily feel like they might deserve it, or if they themselves might think that they deserve to be found guilty. A true defense attorney never gives up on their clients when they... That's what my friend did for me once. Mr. Edgeworth, you're so obviously not talking about a friend. I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. Don't touch me! I'm gay. February 9th. I don't know if he's still on the other side. Wait, no. Yeah, no. from that perspective, he is on the side that we're on. Never mind. Oh, good. They did switch the judge, so I'm pretty sure this was you.
Oh, that's right. Though I don't remember the voice I gave him.
I don't know. He's old. Ish.
Yes, old but not too old. I think that was my criteria.
Yeah, you started off with, I'm dying. It was like your first line.
I don't remember that, but I'm proud of Pat.
You didn't say I'm dying, but you did a voice, and I was like, oh, it's the frog from Shrek, because I'm dying. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So, see, that now I'm afraid that the voice of what's coming out of my mouth is gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna just ease into it. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Look at him in his little badge. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. I wish you could say the same for the prosecution. Yep. Where's that handsome fellow Godot? I even prepared a big pitcher pot
Carafe.
of coffee for him.
Coffee is generally held in a carafe, Your Honor. But before or not I have this, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think you could just walk back and forth between the podiums like that. I suppose if we have to wait for the prosecution, then they are indeed late.
Yes, I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. You know, I was going to be down bad for Godot, but I don't much find tardiness attractive. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. That's or they found out that it wasn't Phoenix on the defense stand and decided not to show up. Either or, 50-50. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. Yes, I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time.
Wow, they're really dropping the ball at the finale here. Jeez.
Yeah, this court finds the defendant. Gabe, you were saying? Dropping the ball? The game heard you and was like, alright, let me do something real quick.
She's finally here. Wait a second.
I can't believe.
Wait a second, do you hear that? In the distance. Someone get me off of this fucking island! Right now! I swear to God, I don't care about food anymore! Someone get me to that fucking courtroom! Dad! Dad, I need you to pick me up! Please! Dad!
No, you absolutely know. You know with 100% certainty that Von Karma is here because she heard Maya was involved.
And she wants to get her thrown in jail, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, poor Maya. She's stuck on the rock, Diva. She can't be here.
This is truly ironic. The game gave you what you wanted, but but at what cost?
I'm sorry, did somebody say something? You probably can't hear yet. I've learned to pick up on her frequencies because she is my daughter, but we'll figure it out later, I'm sure. I swear to God, someone get me over this rock! Right, well, the prosecution stands ready.
Okay, why are the cheers? Why are the cheers in the courtroom?
And everyone stood up and clapped.
Yes. Who are you?
Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Didn't your father get thrown in jail by Phoenix Wright? perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Kammer, also a disgrace?
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Kammer. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case.
Oh, Edgeworth called her, probably.
Yeah.
Do me a solid, pretend that I'm not a prosecutor, and you get to have the battle you've always wanted in a different way. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor. I should not have screamed for Maya, because I think my throat's already... Like, what are you doing? Why? You have to talk for like 3 more hours. Why are you screaming?
I was wondering.
I wanted to
really
scream, and we know that Maya is losing her fucking mind right now. Her senses are in overdrive. She's like, I am actually just going to kill myself and then reincarnate so I can go to the courtroom.
Yeah, well, she is a spirit medium. Maybe she's got that ability to astral project.
Yeah, she's like, okay, who's dead? Who can I... If I kill myself, Pearlie's out there somewhere. She can summon me, and then I can talk to Francisca that way.
Okay, well, I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? I am old, but not quite old. You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. You would remember for certain if you met someone as perfect as me.
Already committing perjury in the courtroom. Wait, does perjury count when you're in the... Who knows?
This is kangaroo court, I will remind you. We may not have the same judge, but this is technically his room, so therefore, legally speaking, kangaroo court.
Fair enough. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
That is all. What did she say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. Well, there is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor.
They're basically saying he's too weak to be a prosecutor. Basically.
We missed the whip. I told you.
I know.
There's no. Oh, I see what you. I see. Okay. She's too smart for me. I told you there is no such weakling.
What is a whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Why was she allowed to bring this in here? Bailiff, remove that whip at...
I have no objection to the whip, and we all know that if the bailiff approaches her, he will be bound and tied in a way that he probably wouldn't like. No objections.
You don't? Are you into that?
The prosecution can wield a whip, or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there's still only one truth, and that is what I stand here to prove today. I miss them strong, broad shoulders. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix right here. What? No! You will not see him! Okay.
Poor Miles Edgeworth, just constantly trying to fend people off from his boyfriend or his husband.
Right. Well, looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Oh yeah, I think you said something about that last time we saw each other when you were crying at the airport. So you have chosen death.
Burn.
Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Histrionic. What is it? Histrionic. Histrionic? Histrionic personality disorder, okay. overwhelming desire to be noticed, and often behave dramatically or inappropriately to get attention. Word astrology is
Oh my
dramatic and
gosh.
theatrical. This disorder is more common in women than in men, and is usually evident by adolescence or early adulthood. Okay.
Read her! Read her like a book!
Oh, okay. Is it? Is he specifically calling her like? I don't know what is the right to say. Not. The only thing that's getting pulled up. I just searched the word, but it's only the disorder that's coming up. So I don't know if he's like specifically calling her for being. What is it, like being ill? What is it when you have like a disorder? It's not like
A mental
yeah. I guess
mental illness or mental disorder.
yeah. I guess calling. I don't know. Anyway, just good burn, Edgeworth. Good burn.
Bailiff, bring some ice for that burn! Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court and getting roasted.
You are not going to have a good time here today.
Ah!
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Are you French now? I don't. Okay,
I am
very
wondering
well.
if you
Miss
are
One
deserving of the title Honor.
Oh. Well, Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
Maximum whipping noted. The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Dioxton. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue, the very method I planned to die. Okay.
What was that last part? Yes. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
Do we not already have that? There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
Cha-cha-cha, so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Interesting choice of words. She's so tiny!
I would not have guessed. I mean, I would figured she would have been like a little stout woman, but
Miss, that's your name and occupation, please.
hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. I forgot that was his thing. I'm not sure about. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. I hope she doesn't. She only gets.
Your Honor, if I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for a back pain-plagued witness. You know, typical Japanese stereotypes here in California.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Ah, well, look at that. I have not missed this country's court proceedings. Once again, your name and occupation. Why, little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. Who wants a cookie? I don't know if you're very interested in my cookies or if you're very offended.
No, I would like a cookie. Also, you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
Oh, dirty boy. Don't you know I only go for the young ones?
Okay.
The courtroom is a garden of holy judgments. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. Look, everybody is rolled out because this will be an empty courtroom if you actually try to enforce that, Von Karma.
Also, ironic considering all she did was lust after Phoenix.
Yes, but you'll notice the Phoenix Wright is not here, so therefore, I am completely zen.
You want me to, but I'm the judge.
Ignore her, Your Honor. This kangaroo court is synonymous with horniness. We will have an empty courtroom. Oh, no need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in the summer. And all of you just pictured me in my undergarments. Aren't you, naughty lot? Lud.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself. To be honest, there's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. But let me tell you how she did it in excruciating detail.
Okay, well, let us hear what you have to say in excruciating detail then. First, tell us a boot
Boot your own movements that night, eh?
Okay, now I
Well,
can't
that's
remember. Is
just
he actually like the Canadian Minnesotan one, or did we just pin bikini correctly?
I think we pinned bikini correctly.
That's great. Once again,
Yeah.
we have the true canon to this game coming out in our reads. Well, that night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple. But, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. I spasm on the floor, froth by the mouth, you know, standard things. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. Francesca! If you come get me, we can soak in the bath! I swear, I am hearing things from somewhere.
No, you're not.
Okay, but it was after I finished just as I was heading back. Oh, that's when I saw it. Thrust me down to me jimmies.
So it was simply a coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple?
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. I'm a good nun.
That sounds like a pretty important statement you just made.
There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first huddle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth?
I just love that bitch. Please look, like I made you.
You know, in the original script they had you calling me Oni-chan.
Mr. Edgeworth, please stop staring longingly at the prosecution.
I assure you it is
Again,
not
you-
with longing, it is with contempt.
Oh. Well, either way, please begin your cross-examination. I don't judge.
Although I know I am the judge.
Yes, ironic. How does Phoenix do this again? I think he just goes line by line and he just... What do you mean by that night?
Hold it!
And by that night, of course, I mean, what is this inner temple?
Well, let's see. Conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
A scam, but go on.
Okay, we'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam.
In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. We call them places strong in spiritual power. There's a small temple across the Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training. That poor lass, she's still chained up and bound, suffering thousands of gauze going in and out of her skull all the time right now. And she has no food.
So, how exactly do you help with that torturous process?
Oh, it's all quite exciting or exacting?
Acting, it looks like.
Exacting. Isn't it? I don't think exacting is a word. I think it's probably exciting. I don't think, anyway, it's fine. It can't be performed without a nun's supervision. It's like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies.
Ah, yes, I remember being that father-like figure for you, Von Karma. And by that, of course, I mean... You did it, not me. A tutor with a whip in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place? I can't see, I'm blind. Explain it to me in more excruciating detail, violently.
Oh, that's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in the winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. Every moment, excruciating pain. Existence is suffering for me in this weather. Excruciating pain. Even to laugh.
Okay, on the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours searching again?
That's right. Raging like a bull in a pigeon. Pigpen. I can read. Bull in a pigpen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off.
Hold it!
You left Iris to help. With what?
What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercises proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the Acolyte so that they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again. That night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes, yes. She's a gentle, honest girl, and I will now incriminate her by how she stabbed somebody. She's never once failed to follow my directions. Except for this time I told her never kill nobody, even though we channeled the dead. But she didn't listen to that one.
Hold it!
So you returned to the Asakura temple in order to take a bath.
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do-or-be-done-in kind of world, after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know it's on your mind. Goodness gracious, no wonder you said we couldn't all leave for being lewd. This would be an empty courtroom.
Madam, I've told you that I'm gay.
I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? This is why you have to watch the young ones that I prey upon.
What are you going on? Oh god, I knew that was coming.
Pathetic, Miles Edgeworth. Trying to get into the pants of a woman that is clearly out of your age range.
Yes, truly, leave some for us, why don't you? The lowest of the low.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this what it feels like when everybody got on Phoenix's ass about something?
In the distance you hear, how does it feel?
Yeah. Is there some sort of kick me side stuck to the fence? I don't like being on this side. Why does Phoenix do this to himself?
Anyway,
He's just gonna come out of this a better man with a newfound appreciation for Phoenix.
I can afford to be away from me boss for too long. You understand, so...
Hold it!
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. Oh, tut. Phoenix, if I die, please just put pictures of Von Karma by my grave. Pretty eyelashes.
Bury me with her gloves.
Exactly, with the gloves. Pretty eyelashes. I can't believe I'm missing all of it, Phoenix. I'm praying to you. You're not even here for me right now.
Oh my gosh. like how dare you not be there for me? I fell off a burning bridge!
Yeah,
well, that wouldn't have stopped me.
Did you, Phoenix? You took a tumble into the river, and now I'm missing my chance to read out my karma. And the case is gonna be settled, and she's gonna go back overseas. I'm not gonna see her again, but you can't see her.
I fell off a burning bridge and was carried away by a... what was it, like something like 40 feet below? And then with a raging river.
Yeah, but you
Or was
gotta
it-
see your husband again, didn't you, Phoenix?
I'm sure she'll get a chance to say hi after this trial. Oh, this is me.
That certainly seems to be true.
If it is true that
Whatever we
my
were talking
daughter-
about.
If it is indeed true that my daughter will be able to see you, Von Karma, I apologize in advance. There's indeed only one problem with them reuniting, and it's that if it doesn't go perfectly according to my standards, she could very well kill herself. But also, there's a problem with his testimony. I can clearly point out what it is, and I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observational skills are. So what do we have?
Okay, so there's... Yeah...
Actually, that's okay. So, Night Owl's helping Acolyte training in the Inner Temple. The Acolyte stacked up. I left Iris to help the Acolyte. Returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the Inner Temple. Just after I'd finished, as I was heading back, that's when I saw it.
Okay,
I
so
think
would
it's
she have been able to
probably
see it from where she was?
They said yes because of, like, the staircase or something. She can see it from there. What I don't... So she's saying I left Iris to help the Acolyte and return. That makes it sound like she was already over there, right? But... Right? Because, like, she left her here. What did she say? I left Iris to help the Acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. So it's like she's saying she left her here and came back. But if she did that, why is Iris found here killing somebody? I think?
Sure.
Okay, so what do we have again? Tony's badge. How dare he? Agatama, some kind of stone. Victim's staff, which was alive. House of fingerprints. Chichito, the pyramid weapon. Oh yeah, and there's all this stuff with Maya's mom getting involved somehow too. Are they really gonna stick this man? Iris's HUD received before lights out. Found in the hall, there she dropped it. Night at 10.
So are we gonna have to be like, no, she would have been at Heavenly Hall, not that around 10.
Oh,
because she
maybe?
to...
Is that what the good Linux I said? Wait, whoops. Actually, that one wasn't for the release. Parody. Iris' testimony. Oh, we have her testimony too. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and was in her room. She's saying she was in her room until the murder was discovered. I don't know. I mean, that's her testimony, though. I don't know if she'll... 10 to 11.
Oh, right. She never actually went to see Laurie's. So, yeah, I think we're supposed to use her testimony there. She was in her room.
Is there better statements?
Or maybe save? I don't know.
We should probably save, yeah. Good call. Okay, so helping the Acolyte with her training in the Inner Temple, but... I left Iris to help. I returned to the temple. No bath, so I just after I'd finished, I saw it. That's when I saw it. I think it has to be this one. We pressed on
whatever you want to try, I guess.
We pressed on this, right? What did she say? We pressed on.
Hold it!
You left Iris to help with what? What do you think with the training? It was just past 10. She was trying to enter into the training, says it's proper. It was past 10. But she said she didn't... That was when Lights Out was. You met at the Inner Temple. Okay, so he's... Yeah, because he's saying that she met at the Inner Temple. So yeah,
Gotcha,
I do think it has to be that one. He always saves. Let's see. What is this? Before it lights out.
Objection!
Okay. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, well, well. I just now noticed her whole face, like, jiggles when she laughs like
Me
that.
too. I noticed that the last time she did it.
I didn't catch that.
Just didn't say anything because we were moving on.
Don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No, she said that, but I told her not to.
I know how that feels.
The defendant or witness. Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. She's totally lying to cover her back. Oh God, Von Common knows. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hasakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
Oh, true.
I thought he would be rusty. Well, you know what, but that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. I raised her better than that. In fact, how is she still alive? She's a nun. She should have been smited?
Smoked.
She does indeed have honest eyes.
That's how they get you, Your Honor. Big anime eyes, and then they stab you in the back. See, Von Karma, for all her faults, has smaller, thinner anime eyes. Makes her more trustworthy.
I don't judge people by eyes. All people lie. That is my belief. I trust no one. Not even myself.
Okay, that line aside, why am I the only one being whipped in here?
Because she knows that if she tried to whip me, I would catch it.
Yeah, I do see that happening. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question.
Why am I here again? Oh dear, dear, dear. You're older than me and yet you want to play that game, do you? I can be stoic and judge-looking too.
Oh dear. Okay, well, that isn't exactly what I...
My
you don't have to
memory
get
is perfect.
hostile.
Crystal clear, especially in winter.
Really? When you're in the most pain, that's when your memory is its best?
Yes, I've learned to use the pain to sharpen my mind.
Then I suppose it's too early to end the cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
And please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. Let us return to the cross-examination.
That night I was helping an acolyte with the train in the new temple, but as you can see my acolyte's locked up. She was acting that Oh, this is new. Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner.
Lies. We found her hood. Right?
How was she at dinner, though? Did we get the hood before dinner?
Oh, I don't remember. I just...
Oh, let's press. I don't remember.
It was in, like, the mail hall. The main hall or something.
A mail hall at my non-temple? I don't think so.
Are you sure that you're not making a mistake?
You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up from the floor.
Are you making a short joke?
Iris always wears the same clothes. We all do. It helps save the budget. The smallest thing out of the place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake. Thinking I made a mistake.
Wow, an excellent finish there, witness.
Still, I have to wonder.
Okay, well.
Yeah, go to...
I think you received before the lights out bell. Which, like, I'm assuming it means like right before it, which I think was after dinner, so.
Objection!
Witness, let's get one thing straight. I don't make mistakes. I am picture perfect. Pride. Edgeworth.
I was like, what? Richard Pra? Did our audio just cut out, or?
He can't say
Well
the P
done.
word.
I got it. I got the joke after a moment.
The defendant you claim to have met. She was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Strange. I can tell you it doesn't work because Von Karma's still in this room.
Oh, look at you. So funny with the jokes in Kangaroo Court. Oh, of course. That is a very important piece of clothing. I'll have you know. We get haunted by ghosts. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Hold it right there. What do you have? Have you been going around undressing young women, Edgeworth?
Oh, shut. You know I'm gay. That is not a question of the day now, is it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Wait a minute. This woman gave Phoenix some of her clothes. I'm going to strangle her.
With this hood.
This might as well have been giving her underwear. How could she be? She's a nut. I swear to... Before the lights out bell was rung.
What? Why are you mumbling to yourself? What is...
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had...
You know what I'm going through.
If the witness had seen the friend as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well. How can we end up on all of these milk crates?
So she really is standing up on the. Yeah. She really is standing on those crates.
Why? It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. The way his eyebrows kind of upturn and he has that twitch at the corner of his mouth. He's trying to hide it, that gleam in his eye. That woman gave
Mr.
her...
Edgeworth, I feel like you are having. Yes, I actually have
Both
to
of you,
agree with
silence.
this fun karma here.
No, silence your boss, sister. This hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares. Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange.
Oh, let me guess, old timer. And you don't know how you feel about that.
Ah!
Why do you not know how you don't feel about nothing?
Thinking is hard.
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but this is my mind palace, and you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
I was gonna be like, hey, Edgeworth, I'm in your mind palace.
This is why I don't come in
I'm
here
just hanging
anymore.
out.
Gotta get out before
What was that?
This is why I don't come into my mind palace anymore. Phoenix always finds me here. He used to be a safe space, but now he's all I think about. I gotta get out.
Hey, I'm just here to back you up. You're doing great, buddy, by the way.
I
Just
know
keep
that
it
I am
up.
perfect. I don't need your sort of moral support. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, okay, I guess I'll go.
Why does
Bye.
he always leave so easily?
Edgeworth,
Well,
are you
picture perfect
crying?
Edgeworth, you don't need me.
You know that's impossible.
No,
I had my tear ducts removed.
He's like, just Edgeworth, you know, it's okay to admit when you miss me. I miss you all the time, and Maya sees me crying all the time. She never thinks
Don't
about me
act
for
like
it.
it is the same, Phoenix. I might cry because I miss you, but you cry because Maya makes you cry. We are not the same. Maya sees
No,
you
no, no.
cry because
Maya
she is
makes
the
me
cause.
cry. No, Maya makes me cry, and you make me cry.
Ah, yes, the
Okay,
perfect
I'm gonna have to
family
put a stop to this. I'm gonna have to put a stop to this right here. Witness! While I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, I'm going to call your testimony into doubt. You must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. I do not care about what makes you uncomfortable or not. I can't believe I'm missing this. I don't... Von Karma wouldn't need to care about what makes me uncomfortable. I'd be comfortable with anything she did. I can't believe I'm stuck on this rock. I swear, it's like a little tiny squeaky voice in the air. Like someone screaming from a faraway place. I thought... Okay, I'm off my... I will get into this event. Tell us what you saw at the finishing of bath on your way back to the inner temple.
There's seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart, like Maya's voice is sprouting in Von Karma's. There just need to be a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation.
And not any other kind.
Why do I hear Phoenix chastising his daughter in my mind palace? This is mine! Why are they always here?
Alright,
Because we're family!
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard, and I took a look, and... Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things! It was like a hentai frame! This is so tragic! It was piercing it right into her backside! Oh, Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
Oh, I forgot that was an aspect to it. She was also pushed out of the window.
This reminds me of that time Phoenix tried to jump out of the window of my office.
Good times. Good times.
This was when I first met his third daughter. But at the time, I suppose she was technically only the second.
Yeah, that is the timeline for it. I wonder how she's doing with her sister.
If they are going to properly
who is
end
not our
this,
daughter.
she has to come back. Gotta bring all of them back. But they won't.
Yes. I'd be surprised if they
I'm
actually
honestly am surprised. So, like, I feel like if they fucking brought Lotta and Wendy Oldbag into all of them, but not those two, I feel like those two were way better. I mean, not necessarily better, but like...
No, they
like,
were better.
They were better, but like, not like, you know, Lotta and Wendy Oldbag are good because they're like idiots and airheads and stuff, so they make for like more... complicated cases, I guess, because they're such fuck-ups. But like those two sisters could have been good for like a foil to that, in a sense, in some degree. I don't know. Anyway, it's not important.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I would have loved to see them again. They were funny. Well, they weren't. No, I mean, compared to, I like their humor more than I like Wendy and Lotta's humor, because they're funny because they're awful. But like, and sometimes you just, it's like Gina, you know? It's funny just because they're awful. But nah, I miss Lotta and Emma. They were great.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? God, getting pushed out of a window. If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court.
What? And me seeing it all from this very chair.
Oh well, something like that.
This judge, when his eyes go wide like that, I think he might be having some traumatic flashbacks. I'm not entirely sure. But his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I haven't looked the full... I missed the full comments. I missed her so much. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyways, this case is mine. Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? How far is it from your room to the inner temple?
Oh, let me think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Hazakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it there. You never made it back there that night, did you? Yeah, that's right. I was heading along the walkway toward the main hall.
Hold it!
You say you heard a noise.
Thump! Just like that. That's the only is the sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Huh. Sometimes I wonder if it's the demons, or the impending and unnecessarily violent silence that we have from the temple's construction that makes us hear things in the night. No, it's probably the demons. That's why we have the demon repellent hoods. But anyway, quiet, snow, thump. Just like that.
But then, couldn't this noise you heard have been the demons? Or snow falling to the ground?
Oh, I never thought of that. What if it was the demons? One of them told me they were going to eat my unborn child.
Ah!
The next one to laugh gets a
What'd you
whipping.
say?
Ah, well. Whatever. I say things. The source of the sound. I looked over at the courtyard and...
Hold it!
This is the second time that the witnesses testified seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims.
Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to...
The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Not am I sure you flattery will get you nowhere. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw as clearly as you can.
Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. As we all know, pretty people are the ones that run the world. Let me think. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time.
Please don't keep us in suspense.
Her hood. Her hood. That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but that all makes sense now, don't it? After all, she gave that hood away to someone, right? Oh, well, she needs to be punished for that, but...
I have played myself.
Ah, you have dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, tut tut tut.
Wait, but didn't we already prove that she wasn't wearing her hood before?
Yes, that's why it's bad that she's suddenly remembering that she wasn't wearing her hood. Because it confirms the thing that we were suspicious of. Like, oh, if you're saying she was wearing the same clothes, then obviously you saw someone else. Because Iris didn't wear her hood. And now she's like, oh wait,
gotcha.
she didn't wear her hood. So it is the same.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway,
The circles.
I'm gonna assume... It's probably
Nope, it's not important.
Well, we can't say.
I feel like we... Yeah.
This line of questioning is only going to tear the wound open further. His statements are as useless as the investigations of a certain detective. There's no need to record them.
Very well. Please continue with your testimony.
Covered.
Hold it!
The room the
I wonder if the game's gonna make us bring it up again.
Let's see.
room the victim was in was staying. Oh, no, blah, blah, blah. The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct?
Which means the victim's room was on the second floor.
Oh, no. Hazakura Temple is a single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downward, which elevates the main gate side of the temple and the guest rooms in the back to about the height of a two-story building. Don't you know?
I see, I do know. The victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct?
Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room after all. Put me out of movement at all for like a week. Oh, me poor back. I shouldn't have done that.
Hold it!
Why did I offer to do that?
What makes you so sure of all this and your ability to carry things despite your bad back?
Well, it's just like I told you earlier. I'm certain because I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? And I can destroy my back as much as I wanna. Thump. Just like that. You're one smart sister. Who gives you that? Phoenix, why do I feel like she's making bedroom eyes with somebody else? It should be me. I should be the one up on that witness defense stand for murder. The autopsy report states
You'll get over it, Maya, I'm sorry.
says the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
It appears that the witness was not mistaken then.
Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. Now it's time to find out if you are the same, Mr. Defense Attorney. I'm a woman of faith, after all. You're a lying son of a bitch who steals people's blood and money. I'm the head honcho of Hasakura Temple. We're not the same.
Right. You're the head honcho of 2 people working there.
Oh, what's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark?
You're saying the same thing twice. It's either no snappy comeback or no snappy remark. There's no need for the double negative connotation or whatever the proper fucking thing is. It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is a very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the friend stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe in right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney. What has my life become that those are the 2 things I can believe in? Absolutely absurd.
Alright, Diva, find the answer. I have to go to the restroom again. Okay. I'm back. Something for later.
For sure.
Oh, one of these. That's how it's set up, I see.
Ah.
Here's that Black Panther. Oh my God. Anyway. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy reports?
The autopsy report. I can read. I know how to.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, the fall was after she was killed.
I'm still just as confused about that as I was when I first heard it. Because I don't see why or where she would have dropped from if she was killed below. Like, someone would have had to carry her body up just to push it off, right? Like,
Or she was killed up there and then pushed out.
but yes, I'm saying that in their logic, in their heads, like, if they saw that, and yet they're having to hear
like
this
that,
woman
that's what
say,
you lot sound like. You all lot sound stupid. That's what I'm saying.
they're having to hear this woman say below. It's like, that guy's face, the judge's face right here, is the face that I would have been making. That's right. It says after death right here. Did no one read this part? Did no one care?
I've seen the witness claims to have seen. Pardon the wordplay. It's contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? You realize how stupid you all sound. God is not this king of court at all, except for the fact that I'm smarter than everybody.
Order, I know we're all feeling quite shaken by Miles' burns, but the victim was killed and fell. We're all slow. He is perfect.
Speak for yourself. Edgeworth, why don't we compare our SAT scores?
You don't have SAT scores. You were born and raised in Germany.
And that is why I'm better.
Exactly, and yet you'll find that if I took the SAT, I would do better than you did.
Gosh. If that is the case, then I demand that they both take the SAT.
Putting this trial on hold right now so the prosecution and defense can take a test to see who's smarter.
Exactly.
Kangaroo court. Kangaroo court never changes.
The victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is a logical conclusion, and I am a logical woman.
Girl.
Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and she was then thrown out the window below into the courtyard.
Were there any signs of struggle in Miss Deoxton's room?
What do you define as struggle? Phoenix, this court session is so sexually charged, and we're missing all of it.
I know. God, you know what I would have given to be able to see Edgeworth pretend to be me.
You know what I would have given to see
Live my life.
Mon Karma talk about stabbing people in their rooms and struggling, and then getting so raunchy and bothered they threw each other out the window.
Phoenix, what have
Okay,
you raised
we're gonna
your
talk about
daughter
that.
like? Why is she like this? Is your child, Phoenix. What on earth has happened?
This
here?
is our child. If I failed, we both fail.
Why are you still in my mind palace?
Because you never think about me anywhere else.
She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Ow.
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood?
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Why did you have to whip me? Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious beard.
Playoff.
I don't know what a playoff beard. Okay, good. So it's not. That's not
think it's
just a guide thing. That's.
I mean, it's like a sport thing. Excuse me. I guess he's just saying that it's like, I don't know, like I think it's just a weird way of saying good. Like if you make it to the playoffs, you're a good team, sort of thing. So Maybe.
Ah,
I'm not
so it is a
sure.
guy then.
It's a sport guy thing, Diva. I don't know. I'm not well versed in it.
I know, I'm joking. Because girls don't do sports, Gabe.
I'm sure there's
It's a
no
lie.
need for me to go over this, but we all know girls don't do sports. As I'm sure your honor is well aware. When a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood, I don't.
Oh, I know. This is what it's that chart of the month. This is what she's getting at.
Oh,
Edgeworth, that's only acceptable because you're gay. You're absolutely abusing your power. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Phoenix, I love how she knows that. I don't know why she knows that, but I just love that she does.
I mean, it's not that uncommon of a fact to know. That's why if you're ever stabbed, you leave the knife in because you could do more harm taking it out.
But everybody takes the knives out in the movies. They get shot or stabbed with a nail or something, and they rip it out. And they look real
Yeah, they
manly
shouldn't do
and
that.
hot. Phoenix,
I do concur.
I taken out so many shards of glass and nails that I stepped on. I just rip them out all the time. Should I not have been doing
Oh,
that?
no wonder you got so many. Yeah, you shouldn't have been doing that. It's okay.
Do I not have enough blood in my body?
No, you're fine. You're healthy as a horse. Maybe less so now since
God,
you've been
these
trapped on
voices
a
in
rock.
my head. I need to get out of this country. Dude, with weapons still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. I can still do this. Even with my family arguing in my head, I can do this. I'm perfect.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Perfectly reasonable line of thinking. That is scary that she knows.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out the window with the sword still in place. This removes all contradictions.
Then do you think Iris was just trying to take the knife out?
I think so. That's what it looks like in the photo.
Yeah.
Talking about photos, I'll take a picture of Von Karma right here. Her and her perfect eyelashes and her nice little beauty mark on the earrings.
I go out and listen to my own daughter thirst over my enemy in my head. This economy.
Order, order, order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point, like how she talked about stabbing.
It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please!
I'm just gonna
Remain
hide down
standing
here.
on the crate.
Don't go shelling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished. Get me off! Box! That massage!
Okay. Gabe, you might need to stop.
I should stop.
With the whip.
With the whip.
Oh boy. Alright. Can't say no to a massage. Especially when it feels like someone else really wants it. I can't wait to take that away from somebody. When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Oh, I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. Can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. She's a statue. She shouldn't even be able to do that.
That is logical. And this all confirms Miss Von Kamp's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection.
Yes, you can always strive, but you will never reach it like I have.
Putting together set facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility for you, Francisco Von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that I have been, and always will be, the only picture-perfect person in Kangaroo Court.
Okay, I love how we're just completely erasing his entire character arc. I'm just like he's already like yes, it's impossible to be perfect. He's like come to this conclusion. His head has grown as an individual where he doesn't care about being perfect anymore, and we're just still like, nope, he's the same.
He was
same
gone
guy.
for a year. He's
In
clearly
that
on
year,
something.
he's been doing some soul searching.
I don't know. I think he was doing something else.
I will humble you and show you that something. Anyway, it's fine. At that time, was the victim bleeding?
Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all this, of course. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I saw any blood. Not then. But I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound.
In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed?
Thinking about it now, we've all seemed to have contracted the hiccups.
Think carefully, this is very important.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. Which is a lot, by the way. Oh, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mr. Khaleesi's body.
It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports your theory.
The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth. Or should I say, Miles Edgeworthless? I said that before.
Wow.
I don't know if that's been said before, but I'm gonna claim it as my original joke.
So what you're saying is that you saw the victim's blood.
That's right! Some of it had splattered onto Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, like a true killer. And her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. Oh, tut, real incriminating.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well. What is wrong with this woman? What does Phoenix see in her?
I think you're forgetting that before
You're
then
cutting in and
years.
out. I'm not sure what you're saying. Or maybe it's just that I'm cutting you out, Phoenix. I don't need you in my mind palace right now. I need to focus.
Okay. Do I sound good?
Very good.
Do I sound good? Better?
Yeah, now you do.
Okay. I don't know what I was saying like, Edgeworth, I think you're forgetting that I literally hadn't seen that woman in years before that time, so I don't see anything in her. That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further. What would Phoenix do? Going back to your previous statements, you said that when you saw the little bleeding, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. And now, you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What do you think about that?
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman getting stabbed. Maybe I saw Mr. Edgeworth getting stabbed. Maybe I saw Mr. Edgeworth doing the stabbing. What do you think about that? But what I did see for sure was the girl pulling the sword out of her, plain as day.
Yeah, so that's
probably what happened.
Pulling the sword out.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It's more like it came out. Phoenix, there's all these lewd jokes are just right on the table, Phoenix, and none of them are taking advantage of anything.
I know. It's honestly, it's fine. I like Edgeworth because he's able to keep it serious, except when he's with me. But I'm not there, so he's not bothering to make all the lewd jokes.
You think
it's
that'll be me and
understandable.
Von Karma someday? If I was there, do you think she'd not be taking it so seriously?
I think, baby,
Dad,
yeah.
please have a moment.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's because she always seems so really serious. Like, and even when she was pursuing me, like she was really, really serious about it. But I'm sure she would direct that energy to you. So yes,
I just want an energy
Absolutely.
directed at me. I'm so hungry, and I'm so thirsty in more ways than one. I'm gonna die.
I'm there with you in
She's
spirit.
the closest
I'm
she's
there with
ever
you in
been,
spirit.
and I'm gonna die.
I'm with you in spirit, honey. I'm sorry. Alright, witness, you will add the statement to your testimony, and Miles is making all kinds of faces.
Oh, was that important? It must be from the way that Miles is reacting.
Oh my god, it's more important than you can imagine that we get to move on. I need to leave this country as fast as I can.
Please don't leave me.
So the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Hold it!
Smoothly, you say? Well, you say you saw the sword smoothly slide in and out.
No, just out.
You'll have to forgive me for my husband, isn't I've started to become aware.
Anyway, that's right.
He's starting to... Maya, he's starting to believe!
That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of my Mystic Army. That could have been me and Von Karma. Mystic Elise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body. See, Phoenix, the sword here, it's a metaphor for a sex toy. That's all it is, Phoenix. That's all I want.
Phoenix, what have you done
know-
to this daughter?
I was gonna say that maybe we should talk about how easily you're able to talk about sex toys to your father. I mean, I know we're close, but...
I'm on my deathbed and the love of my life is the closest she's ever been and still out of reach for me. I don't care anymore. I got nothing. I have no room for regrets, Dad. No regrets.
Not a single letter. I understand.
I slid out from that gaping, open wound. There's so many metaphors here, Dad. I'm just saying, it could not take advantage of anything. Things I could say to
Honestly,
my karma.
Maya, you imagine me. It took dropping 40 feet into a raging river from a burning bridge for my husband to return to me. I am also at a point of no shame. Okay, well, it goes without saying that if the sword was removed from the gaping open wound, slipped out, it would be bleeding.
It smoothly slid out. Nothing out of place here. This is all very up and straightforward and professional.
You have absolutely no idea what is going through my head right now. If you knew the thoughts that were going through this perfect, brilliant big brain, you would probably be running scared.
That's such a perfect reaction. I shouldn't have even ad-libbed. I should have just said, is that really the case? It's good enough on its own.
Edgeworth just having a gay panic, but having a completely straight face is the perfect mood.
I can't help but feel that something is very out of place in this testimony. Something which couldn't possibly have happened appears to have happened.
Okay. Also, we probably present on that one.
The bleeding caused by the killer removing the sword.
No mistaking it. I remember it all as clear as day.
Don't you think that's a bit odd?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? Do not ask leading questions, just say your piece.
Okay. Why would the miller kill after a sword? That's what you sound like, Von Karma.
What?
If all she wanted to do was place the weapon in the hand of the gold statue, then there was no reason to remove it from the body. All that would have done is cause the victim to bleed unnecessarily. Your thoughts, Miss Francisca Von Karma?
Using full names is my thing.
Indeed, it is her thing. It is strange now that you mention it.
I'm going to need an answer. I'm going to need to find an answer to this mystery too.
Anyway, the witness saw something terrible. So what did you do after you saw that terrible thing, Witness?
Hold it!
Now, on to what the killer did next. You saw none of it, correct?
Well, I was unconscious. How long were you out for? I don't know. 10, maybe 20 minutes? A young man with a very prickly looking head woke me up. By stepping on me, actually.
Well, my knee-jerk reaction is that this was Harry, because he's just that desperate, but I don't know if you're quite his type. Actually, I mean, you're a breathing, living female, so I suppose that is his type.
This is very true. I'm not sure I like that method of resuscitation. That prickly head imbecile. Best be glad he's not here in front of me right now.
Well, I wasn't asking for mouth to mouth or anything of the sort, especially with a boy that wasn't very pretty. Well, I would have welcomed a more gentle awakening right about then, let me tell ya. Phoenix, I told her, are we related or not? I don't understand how we can't be capitalizing on all these loot signs.
Yeah.
I shall have words with the offender personally. What did you see upon awakening?
Hold it!
By Mystic Army, you are referring to the golden statue, correct?
Just stabbing someone with the Shichishito. Shichishito, say that 7 times fast with a Minnesotan, Wisconsin type tone of voice. I dare ya. Anyway, I think a treasure.
I can't even say it with a normal tone of voice.
It's terrible enough. But then to make Mystic Army, I hold on to the blade. Sacrilege! Yes, truly a heinous, despicable crime. Oh, how you religious types are so wrong. Blah, 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 blah.
It is easy to despise something. Anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily.
Oh, whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem?
Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that?
Some men just want to watch the world burn?
No, I don't think I do.
So is there always a logical reason behind why someone acts? I see you've never been in love. Oh, that's true, so true. Love makes you do crazy things. In early springs, for example, I often find myself...
There isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. There are too many unnatural elements in this case. Why is it necessary to use the Shikishito from the army statue as a weapon? Why was the weapon ultimately placed back in the hand of the statue? If I could expose the flaws in the testimony, perhaps I would begin to find the truth.
I guess that's everything. The one that he didn't like was this one. And notice the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
I mean, to me, I just can't imagine. Oh, it's because it's got all of those ridges on it. Like, could that really have been...
It just
I
couldn't
mean,
have
the
been
idea of a
smoothly
sword being able to, yeah, the idea of any kind of sword being smoothly drawn out of a body it's been plunged into seemed illogical to me, but especially with the way it looks. Yeah.
Sister Bikini, I'm going to ask you to judge something based on appearance. You're a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so, but there are just too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. It's like that thing where flirting with handsome people, it's flirting. With not handsome people, it's creepy and harassment. Okay, talk about contradictions. What are you talking about?
In the scene that the witnesses claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up into its hilt, into the victim. Furthermore, the weapon smoothly withdrew from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
Oh yeah. But then how did he get in there at all? Whatever you're about to say, shove it. Explain yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? Look at it. No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
I was thinking that maybe it got shoved. Well, I can't really imagine that, but it got shoved deeper through the fall. But I don't think.
Like
I don't
if she
know
landed
if,
on it though. That would have been messy.
Yeah.
As hell. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really imagine that being the case, but it was just, if we were talking about how it got plunged deep, like, I don't know, that kind of force from a 10-foot drop could potentially, but that, I don't see it working.
Doesn't appear. What meaningless dribble? Are you saying that women can't be as strong as men, Miles Edgeworth? Arm wrestle me right here on this defendant podium right now. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, so I should choose. That should be me, Felix. She can crush me under her. I'm crying, but I'm not being crushed under her heel.
It's okay, Maya. I'm sure you'll get your chance after this.
Sometimes a person may not look like a complete bumbling idiot. They might carry themselves with a matter of poise and respect. Something like they might, you know, be raised in a shrine or something. But then they open your mouth and you realize, oh, this person doesn't have a brain.
Who do you think she's talking about, Maya?
I don't know, but whoever she is, she's lucky to be able to live rent-free in Von Karma's mind. Meanwhile, I haven't even been thought about.
Oh, there. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, just look at all the branches on this thing. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
Smooth is subjective.
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
That's nothing more than conjecture. You want to prove it? Get over here, I'll stab you with it right now. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the Shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may just sometimes start out smoothly and may just sometimes stop the blood loss.
Chat, Von Karma. I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction.
Oh, you've still got more?
I assure you
Wow.
it's over when I say it is over.
God, I love seeing him work.
This one is simple. If the sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why isn't there blood all the way to the hilt?
Oh, this is
Yeah,
This is true.
I'm perfect. I don't even need to read the lines before they appear. I just know them.
He's just so cool.
She ran out of blood.
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of this shaft.
No! Just trying to make it sound suggestive on purpose now, aren't you? Bravo.
He knows I'm listening, Maya. He knows I'm listening.
Oh, gee, great for you, Phoenix. Meanwhile, I'm dying in a cave and I haven't got a sea mark on me yet.
Don't worry, you will.
Bravo, Mouse Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know can maybe manage one, if that.
But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is...
Drop bitch. That the weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichishita.
But what?
a foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. That's what I had to say to you, Miles Edgeworth. And your stupid, sudden passion for defending attorneys.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it was stabbed into the victim, and she was dead. So... it was because Mr. Gandhi was holding it.
Exactly. However, if we reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. Or should I say influenced you, the lesser humans. Influenced us to believe that the Shichishita was the murder weapon. Thankfully for you all, I am perfect and do not succumb to outside influences.
Ah, look at my baby go.
So maybe the Shichishita was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth?
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question. Say it for the lesser people.
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to?
Up your ass.
It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's confidential information. I can't disclose it here.
Ah, you are really grasping at straws.
And the question, Miss Von Karma, it sounds like you're grasping at straws.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not respect the short-hard, the deaf people in this courtroom? Say it louder to the people in the back.
So there's no evidence of that kind found.
What? Another mystery to throw onto the pile. The trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me. Could I say something? I just
You
remembered
stop
something.
talking. You've done nothing but lie since you got here.
I just remembered something actually. Something that's totally truth this time. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
You what?
SpongeBob meme.
You what?
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible. She has to be lying. What else could this old woman have seen?
I saw the murder around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can't drive a snowmobile after all.
Wow, love that she's trying so hard to say that Iris did it.
I love a woman that can drive a snowmobile. Phoenix, I never stood a chance, did I? I can't even read. How am I going to learn to drive a snowmobile?
I'll teach. Hey! Stop saying you can't read. You've gotten so much better since we started. Also, I can. Well, have I ever driven a snowmobile? I
Exactly,
don't
my
know.
father's failing me yet again. You don't even
We
drive,
can learn
Phoenix.
together. We can. We can learn together. Or get Edward to
You
teach
make
you now.
Pamela walk 16 hours by herself through forest and train tracks because you refuse to learn how to drive to pick her up when it's your weekends.
Okay, I never made her do anything. She constantly decides to do this on her own. Alright, we all know that the demon inside of her is just too independent. Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know. Quiet. It's a good thing I'm never getting old. Someone indeed snowmobile tracks in front of main gate. Here's a photograph. Notice footprints and snowmobile prints.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in front of the Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter. I'm starting to her accent contagious. That woman, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Should really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon.
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
You are sure about the time? Sounds like you should have been asleep by then.
Yes, I was worried about it after all. I should have been asleep by then.
Why was that? Because you're old.
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. Getting on a regular sleep schedule does wonders to keep the demons at bay. The Acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple to join in with the suffering of everybody else.
Estimation of the chime seems reliable, at least.
Please continue, sister.
You asked Phoenix Wright. This man here, I have a picture of him in my wallet, don't worry about it, to report the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, right. The one who trampled me.
He keeps a picture of me. He keeps a picture of me in his wallet.
Seems she's trying to hold a grudge. Make sure she has to stay away from Phoenix.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the breach. Phoenix Wright. I remember that man. His name still sounds pleasant on my tongue.
Phoenix, I still hate you so much.
I wish you'd forget about me.
I hate
I cannot believe she has the balls to say all this right in front of my husband. Like, it was different when he was gone, but right in front of my salad and my husband.
He didn't even have his cell phone on him. Oh, what an imbecile. I can't imagine anybody ever falling for such a man. She did that though, Phoenix. She did it too. I know she's making a dig, but she came after you so hard.
She did. She did.
He had forgotten it at home, apparently. He can be such an airhead sometimes. I remember there was this one instance where
I swear I fall in love with him every time he opens his mouth.
What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand too. I wish you didn't have to carry both, Phoenix, so that I could hold one of the hands. But one hand has the phone and one hand has the whip. Where's the hand that I'm supposed to hold? It's like she's telling
You
the whole
can
world
hold
she
her
don't need nobody.
You can hold her hand with the whip in both of your hands or something.
Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate where I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. With a run no matter how much snow falls.
Now you're certain the snowmobile was there, at the main gate when you arrived.
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. So, said already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time.
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? I don't really need to stall or talk out my ass for time, but I know Phoenix always does anyway. Phoenix. Ass. I need answers to every possible question.
I was like, is he gonna say anything? No. He's just keep going like he didn't say that.
The snowmobile in question. Was it still warm at that time?
What do you mean? Are you asking if I put my face where the ass goes?
What do you mean, eh? What?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? Why is your mind in the gutter?
I'm playing the slow crowd here. I'm not the one that's constantly horny. At least when in comparison to the other people inside my head. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that. I was too busy focusing on the butt worm.
That's right, I overlooked that too on account of the butt worms.
Of course you did. I simply think of everything as cold and lifeless like me. I did not get distracted by thoughts of butts.
And that's the question.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. I only go around touching hot lads. However,
Just like, same.
now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow?
Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses!
It seems likely, highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Ah, there's a reason for that. Have you got a moment for me to explain?
I think that's why the question was asked in the first place, so yes.
Alright, so it all started when my girlfriend, Virginia, she came up to visit about a month ago, and she was telling me about this boy, Steven, right? And she was going on and on and on. Just kidding. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I had fetched some water and was heading back when I crashed it into a tree.
And then
The tree and my back both went crunch. Just like that. Crunch.
Crunch.
I don't know, more like
Captain Crunch.
I haven't been able to find the courage to ride anything since then. Oh, I don't believe in facing my fears. The demons tell me otherwise. Anyway, the killer must have used it.
Hold it!
Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 minutes to 20 minutes. It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using this snowmobile.
I have to concede that is more than enough time.
Is that all you wish to concede to, Miles Edgeworth? Are you sure you do not wish to throw something else in the ring? Your ring, perhaps?
Okay, let me at her. I'm sorry, Maya, but your girlfriend's a bitch.
Hold it!
Other than possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here.
Oh, what would this
Karma
mystery
shitty
be?
attitude.
Oh, yes, no, absolutely.
Killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma?
To me for help over the slightest thing. Typical male. Why don't you think you are yourself once in a while? Your honor. That's even your real
But-
title. And not your moron.
But I'm here to listen. I don't. Okay.
He's as over the top as always.
Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth.
The mystery to feed the fire, more like. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there's surely a problem with his testimony. All I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account. Okay. So I murdered around 11. After asking that if you reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicated the stuff will be used. Takes 50 minutes to walk. 5. Blazing snowmobile. Maybe they threw the weapon into Igor and came back while knocked out the house. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Wait, if she was knocked out, how did she leave to the main gate to see it?
Was she not saying that she saw it when she came back?
Maybe.
We got. What does the thing look like again?
That's,
Is maybe we have? I mean, you brought up the footprints before, so I'm wondering if that's what we have to bring up. Like, okay, but there weren't just snowmobile tracks. There were
Well, that could be.
footprints.
Based on what she's saying, that could be Phoenix? Like, as Phoenix went to call the police or whatever, right? At the phone? So that could be his,
Maybe.
I mean, it could still be worth asking, but that might be what they would reflect with.
Want to save and see.
Yeah, I'll definitely save 40% anything. Oh, weather dude. Snowing.
Oh, if it was snowing, then why wasn't it in the picture?
Well, I think the picture wouldn't have been taken at the time. It would have been taken afterward, right? But
Maybe.
And lightning strikes, though. Would they want to
But
drive in lightning strikes, maybe?
I don't know. If it was snowing, wouldn't that have? Well, she said she could see tracks though, So, and if it was snowing, then wouldn't the snow have covered tracks?
That's a good point.
I mean, I guess it doesn't say how heavily it was snowing, but still. The Arizonian trying to figure out snow.
How does snow look here? I mean, it depends. It was. What is it? How heavily was it snowing? Now, that can definitely happen.
I lived in Flagstaff for a bit. I
Right,
know. I know it snowed there.
Because this probably happened after it all did go down. What does it say about this night? Snow 7 to 10. I mean, even if it was snowing like lightly for that long, it would have done something to the track. But if she came back, oh no, 10 minutes. Maybe. Let's see. Tracks that the snowman used. Takes 15 minutes to walk, less than 5 is one of those. Threw the weapon into the Eagle River and came back. I was gonna have done that. She drives the snowmobile. Let me see. Okay. So driving the snowmobile.
Objection!
Okay. Music stopped. Alright, maybe this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. Oh, you finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, there's only one set of tracks. What do you mean? Iris left our Kuron temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow.
Oh.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, definitely. We're smart.
Yeah, Phoenix, we're in his head. We knew this too.
Oh yeah, no, this is his mind palace, so clearly he showed us the way.
Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. Is that how that works? Oh, you're right, that is how that works. You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. It's a night is a murder, it was snowing. Oh, we might have been thinking about this the wrong way. Don't be nonsensical, this is California. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see, that's how snow works, so... While she was at the river, the snow stopped. Leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth? Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covers 1 set of tracks. I can't admit it's flawless. That would be saying something other than myself is perfect. There must be a contradiction. That's what Phoenix would do. He would lie out of his ass. Tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. Would you care to explain, or would you like to continue making baseless conjecture? Why, there is a root index finger currently pointed in my general direction. You've raised in a barn? No, I was raised by your father. I don't need to explain myself. The evidence will do all of the talking for me. Unlike you, I don't rely on theatrics.
These sick burns from Miles Edgeworth. We're gonna need a whole lot of ice. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Because it was
Right.
still snowing? Because it went from 7 to 10. It would have only took 10 minutes. And it was going until almost 11. It would have still been going based on what the time of death was. Because the time of death was between 10 and 11. So I don't really think that. That's what I'm going to go with.
Take that!
Stop the music. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the area.
Like I said, it was around 11. Oh, maybe.
We're really
Yeah, we're kind of getting close. I don't know.
no, I was saying like we're really also like playing this too in character. I kind of want to see us mess up just once to see his reaction. I think it would be funny, but
Impossible, I do
Oh.
not mess up.
I would actually. It would be kind of funny if like anytime you tried to do like something incorrect, Edward's just like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's clearly not correct.
that would be really funny. Like, player, please
Yeah.
do not make a mockery of me.
Of course, this means that weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. This is the weather report for the Eagle Mountains off the rise of the moon. This is just so easy, I could do it in my sleep.
The weather report.
Snow started to fall at 7, but it stopped at around 10:50.
As you said, it was around 11, so there's technically a little bit of a gap there.
Therefore, when the sister witnessed the
Oh! No, it stopped at 10:50, so it shouldn't have. I see. That's what we're going with. I knew that. That's why I did it. I know. I know things, Phoenix.
So smart.
The snow had already stopped falling. It's impossible for any of the tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
I wish I could point it on calm and make a little cute little and moaning sounds just by pointing a finger.
I'm sure you'll have your time in the sun. Order! Very well then. Frame rate just tanked. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Ha ha ha. Ow.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Now, Edward, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then, Mr. Weather Boy. When is the weather report ever correct?
No, you've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Ow.
Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. After all, you said it yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Nothing is perfect except for you, right?
Dare she use that against me?
It might have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. You cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off? It's because she's a woman and she has a whip. Is that how easy it is to convince the straights? I swear to God.
There, honey. Yeah, well, you'll get them next time.
It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
Come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Oh, tut. can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Mouse Edgeworth.
I'm not a perfectionist. I am perfect.
He's perfect to me. That's what he really means.
I
when
am
he says that.
objectively perfect.
Nope, he's perfect for me. Okay, very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Why did you just reiterate that you were perfect for no reason out loud?
Because that's what perfect people do. I would expect a simpleton like you to understand.
Okay, where's the evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
Okay, so the literal data that shows it stopped snowing isn't enough.
Yeah.
Probably. Any more photos and stuff that we haven't used? Probably that one's gonna come in handy.
What's the picture of her with taking the sword out? Show?
That's the one with sword and.
It wasn't snowing in that.
Oh wait, where did that one go? Where's that photo? Oh, we don't actually have that photo. That was her flashback.
Oh, that's just gotcha.
Yeah, the one we have is this. Ah, come on.
Shame.
Which, there's snow on the rocks and the statue and shit, but not on the body.
There's footprints there too.
Yeah, still tracks also, you're right. The victim was killed, it stopped snowing, yeah. Because if it hadn't, she would be covered in snow by the time this photo was taken. And also there are still tracks there, like you said. That could be from like the photographer though, or whatever, but I think this is still...
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. My point. Ing finger at you. Like this. See how I do it? I point.
I can't see. Oh, now I see it. I was gonna say I can't see it, but I'll take your word for it that you are pointing.
Whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is...
Incredibly easy.
I know there's some sort of quippy remark that I can make here, but...
If we want to know whether or not it was snowing, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
That is... the massive ego?
The victim herself, Miss Alicia Oxley. A massive ego, I have a perfectly sized ego. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, eat it, bitch. The kill really did go down to the equal of dispose of the murder weapon. And in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks. Eat it, bitch.
I'm a child! You can't talk to me this way.
Oh, sorry, Maya, but your girlfriend got owned.
I actually don't remember. Is she still... Oh no, yeah, she's 19.
Yeah, she's same age as Maya.
No, Maya's 12.
Oh, okay, sure.
Anyway. Just what are you suggesting, Mouse Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but as I understand it, this is how Phoenix does it, so... This is simply what all the facts point to.
Well, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to adjust the Wi-Fi setting real quick to see if that'll improve the...
Okay, go for it. Yeah, because I still hear you fine on my end. Yes.
Like, it should be.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll find out. That night someone used the snowmobile to leave House Secret Temple.
How smooth was it for it to drive?
Oh, no. We are definitely still here. Let me close Discord and open it again.
Okay. We shall find out.
From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading from Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
And when this person returned to Asakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Oh, this didn't improve it at all.
Well, we might be getting to
frame
rates.
rates.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after her murder. Which can only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. She'll probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
That sounds right.
But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. Oh, you must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that isn't possible. This is what happens when we deal with magic and witchcraft and your sorcery of summoning the dead.
Order in the court. What does this all mean? Break it down. I'm a little slow.
I mean, I know what it means, but why doesn't Edgeworth explain what it means?
What was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the temple. It had been that the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hasakura Temple. I thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Yes, I have nothing more to add. I've told you everything. Everything that I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. Only there was someone. A witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. A witness, huh?
I have a bad feeling too, but I don't know who I should be. Who I should be fearing.
I'm fearing the one that stinks. When something smells,
Oh.
it's always the butts. What were you fearing?
Oh. I don't know. It wasn't like I should have immediately thought Larry, but because whenever I get a bad feeling, it's because of Lada or something. But that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They haven't been in the game.
Well, no one perhaps
why am I
there
tensing up?
taking photography or something, perhaps. Maybe doing security around the perimeter of the what is it? The temple. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, we do actually happen to have a security guard. And some young lass
No.
did ask about bringing out a camera to photograph the night sky or something that was passing by that night.
No.
We gotta bring them
No!
both of them. They're both well and free.
No! 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 He's like, thank God I'm not there. All of a sudden, I'm really glad. I'm really glad I'm just in the Mind Palace. I don't think I read this.
Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that.
Oh, give me 1 second.
You got to keep going and try to wrap this up, or?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I get the feeling that we're about to end too. So I told her either way, 11 if she's still gonna be up. So I was like, yeah.
Unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame.
Hold on. I know an idiot. I know many idiots. Actually, I think I exclusively know idiots. Something is coming to me. But specifically, an idiot may well have gone wandering around on that subarctic night in hopes of using a shrivel-up penis. Your Honor, actually there might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
You know someone who might have seen the snowmobiles the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. There are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Okay, which are?
He's an idiot. And he's an idiot with a reason to be out in that snow.
Oh, he did say that.
First, that
That
he
is
saw
true.
something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being,
This individual that I think was wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you are talking about?
The one and only.
hairy butts.
Take that!
Damn it. I got a 1% fun karma now. Just to see how she missed opportunity, dang it. Oh, well. I'm too in the picture perfect Edgeworth mindset.
I'm sure we could speed run through this trial at some point. I'm sure if we ever felt the urge and just go only wrong options and see what happens with Edgeworth. Because this is an opportunity to see Edgeworth in the hot seat.
This guy, this is you.
Yes, this is me. This guy must be a product of Jacques de la Duc's guide to obnoxious French painting.
I've been dealing with a lot of French people this game. This is Larry Butts, also known as Harry Butts, also known as Maurice, also known as an idiotic childhood friend. Disciple of the victim, at least the Oxford.
Her student? Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside of him the night of the murder?
That's because he was horny. I could tell them all about his designs for Iris, but it might cost us his credibility as a witness, before I even call him that so classic Butts. He is, after all, an artiste. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would remove him. Although
Good save. Good save.
I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. I know this is a good save. I am perfect. I don't make mistakes. Get out of my head.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man. Phoenix? Phoenix, has he met Von Karma yet? Phoenix, I don't want him anywhere near Von Karma. You know what hair is like. Phoenix, you cannot let this happen.
I'm sorry. He's the only
He
way
absolutely
to
cannot
end
meet
this.
Von Karma. He will scare her
I-
away.
No, trust me. I don't think there's anyone that could scare that woman away. Then again, if anyone could do it, I'm sure it's the Butts.
Oh, no. Phoenix, why does Harry get to meet Von Karma before I get to reunite with her? I hate this timeline so much.
I'm sorry. It's the only way.
What exactly was it that he saw?
contents of that celebration. I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
The youth does not claim him.
I'm not sure, do I?
I believe he's in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Harry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I will punch you. I'm going to get everything out of you. I will wring you dry.
That sounds like he's finally getting some competition up in here, Phoenix.
Yes, I'm suddenly... All of a sudden now I am concerned about having Harry here. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Adjourn? I think it's adjourn. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor. There goes my chance, Phoenix.
Why do you think, if anything, this might make her more fond of you, because you're not Harry? Maybe she'll grow to appreciate you.
Oh, gee, thanks, Phoenix. Oh, sorry, Maya. You don't have any redeeming qualities on your own, but as long as she continues to make people worse than you, maybe you won't see so bad.
You're the one
by
who
comparison.
You're the one who's always so sensitive about this thing. I was just trying
to put me down
fine.
further, Dad. I mean,
No,
like, listen.
okay.
You don't have any redeeming qualities. There's no reason she would like you for you.
Oh,
She just might like you
what's adjourning?
as long as she
The
thinks
court's
that
adjourning.
everyone else is
The
worse
court's
than you.
adjourning.
You just have to stand next to a big pile of shit, Maya, and suddenly you won't look so bad. Gee, thanks for everything,
Maya.
Dad.
You know what? That is hardly the worst thing that has ever been said to you. And also, you have said way worse to me.
I'm a child.
I'm
your daughter. It is okay for me to say those things to you because I'm 12.
Maya, it's okay to see. I think you might be living in a fantasy world where we've stuck you into the movie theaters a little too much as a child. You're really starting to adopt this. When Karma's 19, she could go to jail if you keep saying that you're 12. Okay, Miles Edgeworth is making those faces. Court is now in recess.
And I'm now dead on this island. Yeah, to be continued.
Be continued.
Time for you to go find a baby. And by that, of course, I mean Pearl. She's still a wild card in this.
I'm sure she's gonna have her big dramatic moment too.
She's gonna be the one coming in yelling, "I object" this time around.
I thought about that too, because we've had everyone do it so far. Even Gumshoe's done it.
I don't think Edgeworth ever wound up doing it, but yeah.
He did when he showed up, didn't he? Or is that just what we wanted him
I think
to?
what he kept wanting him to do. And then I remember
Oh.
Von Karma, I think, wound up being the one that came through in the end. Not Edgeworth. Gumshoe did it too. But I think Von Karma was the one who really came in with like the full I object.
Oh, okay. He's never stormed court, but he has been the deciding factor of the right before the verdict. So he's chimed in before, but he was already in the room.
Like, he got into a car accident and like ditched his car or something and brought it, maybe. Or maybe him and Von Karma did the same one. I can't remember, but yeah.
That was Gumshoe. Gumshoe brought in stuff from his car
Right.
right?
I think so. Pretty sure. I don't know. Anyway, point is they did it and Edward didn't.
Right. Sure, it's all a matter of time.
Alright, till next time.